I just watched 8 minutes 46 seconds by Dave Chappelle from Netflix as a joke, the Netflix comedy section on YouTube. I believe it was about 27 minutes 14 seconds. So yeah, it didn't seem to be intentioned or geared towards the comedy route this time. It seemed to be a discourse, a discussion of him speaking his heart in regarding to the injustices and some of the the happenings in recent times, almost happening with Kobe's death, and then going through many of the different things that have been happening all around the world, our world here in the U.S. with Castile, the situation with Dorner, situation with George Floyd, of course, and yeah, it seems like at the beginning he was going to make a joke, maybe about certain things in the beginning, but he like stopped himself and went a different direction. I noticed he had a book sort of like this one that he was referring to. I know comedians commonly check out jokes, they test jokes on the audience, but this one wasn't really a funny set. Although I think maybe that was his idea book that he was looking at, but I don't know. Yeah, I know other ones will have people in stitches. Typically, what Chappelle says is more thoughtful, right? He says things that maybe are on the surface funny, but if you think about it, it's like, no, this is facts. This is major facts right here. This is real talk. It's like, it just hits different when you have had experiences, right? And he seems to be about a lot of the times. So some of the times in Kobe's life have joined up with Chappelle's life, right? And the time it took to that the neck that the knee was on the neck of George Floyd. That was the same time in the morning that Chappelle was born, right? So there's like various numbers that Chappelle has resonated with just because these times happen to eerily line up in an eerie way with many things in Chappelle's life. So if numbers in your life joined up with certain events in history, that would be quite a wake up call, or yeah, it would just hit differently, right? So, and he was also talking about the same officer that killed a young man was the officer that stopped Dave Chappelle, and the only reason Dave Chappelle got off was because he was Dave Chappelle. And when the officer pulled him over and he realized that he was Dave Chappelle, that's kind of when, it was like, oh, you're fine and stuff. But Dave Chappelle was like, no, I'm not fine. The only reason you let me off is because I'm Dave Chappelle. What if, what if I was someone else? You know, would someone record it? Would you let me off? It's different when you're well known and maybe have money, right? So yeah, a lot of things to think about. A lot of, and many of these things have been said before, but just the eloquence that Chappelle puts it in the brutal route, brutality, brutality, just like the savageness in which he says it garners some laughs, if you will. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this video. At YouTube, on YouTube right now, the special is free, and in the beginning there was some cussing, so it is what it is. So this special was like the 87th day since the last time that I think Chappelle did some stand up. So it's good that and I don't even know if you can call it a stand up set. This was a talk. This was a meeting almost, right? It was like he was preaching. Pretty much what Chappelle was saying in the 27 minutes there was pretty much what you'd hear from many black Adventist pastors talking about, right? But with less cussing, I hope. So yeah, I'll let you guys go. Comment, like, subscribe. Everybody wants to go to heaven. Stay safe out there, and remember, Black Lives Matter. I love you guys.